if people were to stop me on the street, I would imagine they would say, Jack, learning chords is great, but the whole reason I picked up a guitar is because I want to learn to play songs. Well, here at Me Teach Guitar, I'm going to give you the tools to go online and search out whatever song you want to play, and now today I'm going to give you the tools to learn how to play them. I don't care if it's Taylor Swift, I don't care if it's Blink-182, I don't care if it's ABBA. I do care about all those three things, I'm not going to lie to you. I wish it was Sabbath and AC/DC and Zeppelin and Floyd and the Stones and the Who, but whatever. Everybody got different things. But I'm ready to rock out today. I got the big guns out. So, this is what we're going to learn today. Heartbreaker, Led Zeppelin. You've heard the riff, I'm guessing it's pretty iconic. If you're under 35, maybe you haven't heard the riff, so go Google Led Zeppelin Heartbreaker, and there you go. The live solo, the first time I heard it, live 1971, King Biscuit Flower Hour, the year, not when I listened to it, the year Jimmy did it, I cried. So anyway, there you go. It's not super polished, but that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So there are websites. I usually go to ultimate-guitar.com. You can put in a song and it will usually kick you out chords and tablature and a mixture of both. And we're going to use Heartbreaker as an example. So this is what I'm looking at right now. It's a whole bunch of crap. I don't expect you to understand it just off the top of your head. So the very top, usually when somebody writes down tablature or tab, they write down the chords that are used in the song. And normally they will even give you little diagrams on how they're playing the chords. Underneath that, all the lines with the numbers, that represents the strings of the guitar and the frets that you're going to play. And then underneath all that, you see the first two lines of the first verse. Above those lines are the chords that you're using over those words. The internet's a funny thing with copyright infringement. A lot of times the lyrics are not written out. Sometimes they're not written out at all. Sometimes, like this example, they're just giving you the first couple words and then ... So the thing about tablature is it's not like reading music with time signatures and all that stuff and quarter notes and half notes. You kind of have to know how the song goes. And you're going to sort of play it by ear following the roadmap that is presented to you on the tab. So let's skip the top part, the chords and the diagrams for now. I'll explain that another time, but I don't want this to go super long. You know the two chords we're going to be talking about today, so let's skip that. So let's go to the lines with the numbers on them. I believe it says riff 1 or verse 1. What does it say? I don't know. I can't see. The thing's down here. I obviously don't have it next to me. So you'll see that the bottom string is the low E. So don't get confused. It's opposite of what you may think. The bottom string on the diagram is not the bottom string on the guitar. It is the low string on the guitar, meaning the low E. So, and I believe that it even says next to the strings E, A, D, G, B, and then a little E for a high E. So that sort of helps you. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to break down the riff, that opening little note. That's what I'm looking for. So you'll see the first thing is a 3 on the low E string. So you're going to take your finger, you're going to, ideally at this point, you want to think about playing the guitar one finger per fret. So if I'm playing the 3rd fret, I'm going to use my 3rd finger. So the 3 means the 3rd fret. The little B next to it means a bend. So you actually wiggle the string a little bit. You bend it down. That adds pitch to it. When you're playing guitar, a lot of times you are going to bend or add tremolo to the string, wave it up and down. But a B means a bend. Something you got to practice. So the first 2 notes are 3 with a bend, and I'm using my 3rd finger. And then the A string open. And then the A string on the 3rd fret. So we got the first 3 notes. Next we go down to the D string, and it's open 1, 2. Next we go back to the low E on the 3rd fret. So from the beginning. Next is the A string open 4 times, and then the 3rd fret again on the A string. So going slowly from the beginning. I added the end of it. So you're repeating the same thing you did in the first phrase. You've already read your first riff in tab. Practice it slow. Listen to the song if you don't know the riff. And by God, if you're over 40, the riff should just be like breathing to you. So go slowly. Don't get frustrated. Concentrate on hitting each note cleanly. Don't worry about bending yet if you're not comfortable with it. Keep practicing it up until you gain speed and you're comfortable enough ripping it up. Okay, 2 things I'll point out. The second part of the riff is not what they show on the tab. When I learned this 100 years ago, there was no internet. My guitar teacher actually wrote the tab out for me. That's how he wrote out the tab for me. That's how I learned it, and that's how I'm always going to play it. So the second part of the riff on the tab is different than how I played it. Going down to the verse, you'll see that it's an A and a D. It says A5 or A7. Primarily it's an A, and you know how to play an A right here. And then a D. Sorry for the face. When I'm rocking out, I do that. Hey, fellas, have you heard the news? You know, Eddie's back in town. Won't take long just to watch and see how the fellas lay the money down. Sounds stupid, this thing. And I'm forgetting the lyrics because I'm put on the spot. Anyway, guitar is not about being perfect, and me teaching you is not about being perfect. It's about me having fun and you learning how to play guitar and having fun. So now you know how to read tab, and now you know what the lyrics and the chords above the lines mean. I am cheating on that A. I'm not using 3 fingers. I'm just using my first finger to hold all the strings down. It's a rock and roll move, which we'll get to eventually. So yeah, I'm cheating. Maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't. All right. Go online by yourself Look up whatever song you want to learn. It doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it, because just like anything in life, if you enjoy something, you're going to keep at it and you're going to gain proficiency. And apparently I am super proficient at sweating because it's about 90 degrees in the house and I need to turn on the fan. So that's it for today. I'll be back with more chords and more Me Teach Guitar. Subscribe. That would be awesome. Wherever the button is. Appreciate it.